Oh, orbit! Beautiful. Just a little more in that direction just to secure the orbit. Okay, so that's an orbit with a 43-kilometer periapsis. I can live with this. Okay. We'll try and push it just a little bit more, and we'll even try to fix the angle of it. I guess we're not allowed to change our orientation that way. Never mind. I guess we could do that sort of a burn. But yeah, we're going to stop now. We need the rest of this propellant. We need it desperately for the rendezvous. So that's what we're going to live with. We got a 186 and 468. So back to the rescuer. All right. So that is no longer our target. Let us unset that. Set Shieling Kerbin as our new target. And we are... yeah, we've already passed the point of intersection, so we're going to zoom around to this side. At the descending node, we're going to make the shift. Bring up that nav ball. So we need to burn in the normal direction, which is towards the North Pole. Oh, don't pass it before we get there. Come on. We already passed it, but oh well. Okay. And we're a ½ degree off, and we'll have to fix that. Well, as we approach it, actually, that worked out wonderfully. There we go, 0 degrees, beautiful. And at the apoapsis we shall... yeah, actually we're just going to do it over here, near the intersect point. And burn retrograde. And yes, you can cancel the time warp when you have chosen to warp to a specific place. That's very, very useful information. I wasn't sure about that, I had to test it. And the test was successful, which is great. You might even say it's fantastic. Alright, continuing the warp. There goes the craft that we have abandoned. Alright, that's good. And we have fallen off of the retrograde mark, as tends to happen when you time warp. Okay, there we go. Bringing it down, and we are fully outside of Schelling's orbit, so he will catch up to us. And what's our descending again? 0.3 off. That's not too ridiculously terrible, so let us time warp for a little while to align our orbits. Or rather, to allow Schelling to catch up to us. It's taking some time, but we've gone from about 180 degrees to about 90 degrees. Gotta be careful with the time warp. Alright, getting close. Here we are. Okay, so we're gonna let it go a little bit further, and we can go ahead and correct our inclination right now, since we're here at the ascending node. Provided that we're pointing the right way. Nope, we're not. We're going towards north. We need to be going south, so we just won't do it. Instead, we'll do it over here. Lovely. So just using time warp there to manipulate our ability to maneuver. Because when you time warp, it freezes your nav ball wherever it is at that moment. So that's 0.0, which is just what we wanted. And we're going to go ahead and burn retrograde here to bring ours in just a little bit. It would be more effective over here, but we aren't anywhere near that, so fuck it. Where is retrograde? That's right, retrograde doesn't show up because we're close to our encounter. Well, it would probably be at the west, which would be at the 270. Yes. Or, no, it would not be. It would be, we would know if we set the moon as our target instead of Schelling, but fuck it. we're just gonna go for the encounter instead. Alright, so let's just fudge with this a little bit and see what sort of an intercept we have. So 10 kilometers and increasing, so we need to go a bit further out still. We did it there, 1.3. I think that could possibly work. Yep, that would be the most successful one. Let's bring this speed down, and there it goes. Okay, so at this point it's already increasing again, so we're just going to leave that where it is and control shelling manually. So there is the target. Our rescuer is that away. So we can't get all crazy with our burning. I mean our propellant. Okay, well, we really can't do anything with it. Fuck me, it goes much faster than I thought. It's almost gone. Okay, well, we're going to switch back and control it again. We're going to have to burn towards shelling with the ship. But I'm confident we can accomplish this. We've done it before. And that was a much more sort of ridiculous kind of mission, so let's rotate this so we can control more effectively just visually without using the nav ball, because relying on the nav ball is nice, but it's a lot harder to look back and forth and try to make sure that you're doing everything right. So there goes this stage. All right, goodbye. And hello, much more responsiveness in the maneuvers. Okay, burning straight towards shelling and traveling towards him now. So we should try and line up that prograde direction with the actual target, which we're going to do by burning in that direction. Now, at this distance, you know, things can shift as we approach that. What the fuck is going on with that? Okay, it's just telling us about, you know, non-existent intersections, apparently. So let's, again, get that prograde lined up. Like so. So now we're traveling straight at him at 11 meters per second. So that's gonna shift as we get closer and closer. But look at that. Okay. Now we're gonna turn the other way. Just so we don't have a, you know, horrible collision with bouncing and uncontrollable bad things. Yes. It looks like we need to be burning slightly downward. Okay. Oh, there he goes. Hello. Turn that way. Come back. Okay. 3.7 meters per second difference. Oh, he's still getting away. Oh. What the fuck? What's going on here? There we go. 4.6. Alright, we're just gonna try and bring that down to 0. Oh, that's about as good as it's gonna get. We're gonna switch over. Hope to do this manually with just out of propellant. Okay, well. Alright, well. Looks like we're doing this old trick again. At least there's no tumbling involved. Yet. I can't believe I'm doing this a second time. This is ridiculous. No, stop with the bounce. Come on, right there. Right there. Damn it, stop rotating. Got it. Yes. Okay, climb down. Get in. Beautiful. Enough of that shit. Oh man, I'm sick of doing that. Never again. Never, ever again. Warp here to apoapsis. Well, that should be going faster. Ugh, fuck. Alright, we'll do it at periapsis. Good. Great. Great. Where's our retrograde? Right there. Bring that apoapsis down to about 10 kilometers. 14, 13, 12, 11, that's good. And we will fix our inclination here at the ascending node. And good. 0 degrees, got it. Alright, now to the periapsis where we will do another retro burn. Alright, so 13 and 10, we're at 11 here. So we'll just sort of eyeball it. And we're trying to catch up to them, so we're going to go just inside of that orbit, like that. Gotta be super careful with it, though, because we don't want to hit the fucking moon. Really don't want to collide. That would be very unpleasant. So, that gets us that, and 0.2 degrees. We can fix that. Now, I mean, it's not going to be perfect. Especially if we don't point the right way. So, let's do that just a bit. Yep, 0.0. That works for me. Please tell me we're not orbiting. I got used to orbiting in the other direction. We didn't need to be inside. We needed to be outside. So, prograde. Bring our orbit back out. Okay, so 16 and 10 versus 10 and 13. So yeah. Now Ticha, whatever, Tikika will catch up to us. And it's gonna take forever because of such a low fucking altitude. Well, we can at least watch the moon go by. Terrifyingly close. Yeah, some nice mountains there. Man. So scary to do this so close. I do not like being at this altitude. I really prefer to stay at 20 or above when I'm orbiting the moon. I mean, obviously this is a safe altitude, it's just terrifying. My word. You know, I'm actually going to push our orbit out a little bit further. Because this is going to take forever. That should allow a little bit faster catching up for him or her. That Kerbal there. Tikika. Tikika. Ticha. There's too many ways to pronounce that. None of them are English. Alright, looks like it's about time to make our maneuver. So let's do a radial in. Okay, so currently we're at 1 kilometer on the intersection. That's great. We continue to burn, and that's increasing, so. Yep, we're already going to be getting there ahead of her. So we need to do a slight, ever so slight retro burn in the process of getting down there. And basically it's straight at the target is how we're going to be doing that. Okay, and now we are accelerating towards him or her. Now straight retrograde, just to match our orbits. Good. Right there, we are at 0.8 kilometers. Yeah, that will be plenty good. Let's get in there. Switch over. Let's take a crew report. Yes, 15 science in space near the moon. Beautiful. EVA. Let go. Fly. Over that away. So nice to be doing this with a tank full of propellant. So much easier. And we'll take an EVA report from space just above the moon's midlands. Just above. What a terrifying thing to say. Alright. So we didn't include any science parts on the craft, because it is just a rescue mission. But I figured we might as well get a little bit of science while we're here. In fact, I may even hop out again, or... yeah, I'll hop out again and stay connected to the ship, just holding on to the cockpit door with, I always forget the names. The other one. The guy with the girl name, seemingly. Alright, Chunk Rescuer. I have arrived with T-E-K-K. Get over there, yo. Beautiful. Indeed. Let's board. And shelling, yes. Shelling, go ahead and take a crew report. Space near the moon. Yeah, that's to be expected. And EVA, stay. Do not jump off. We did refill our propellant. That's awesome. That makes me pleased. I'm pleased with that. But EVA report, just above the midlands still. Well, I guess we'll be taking a duplicate of that, which is worthless. I think it's going to be above the midlands no matter what. Let's just take a look at the moon on the map. We'll take one as we cross over this enormous crater. Maybe it'll count as something different. It might. So, review report, reset experiment. So, we will warp. Nope, can't warp when you're on a ladder. That's good. Let's board. Then warp. As we cross over the edge of the crater. And we have done so. This whole thing here is the enormous crater. Yeah. So, hopping back out with shelling. F grab. Seriously, F grab. Okay. Do not float free. That's terrifying. Wait, it's not terrifying. We have propellant. I don't know what I was worrying about. Above the east crater. Excellent. Just what I was going for. So, let us hop back in. And let's reset that crew report. I don't think it'll change, but you never know. Near the moon, yeah, okay. I guess I knew. I was wrong about not knowing. Alright, well, let's get back to Kerbin. That's enough nonsense for now. So actually, this wouldn't be the worst time to do it. The periapsis is where we're actually going to be making the maneuver, though, just for efficiency's sake. So we will, yes, warp to there and also unset the target. Good. Oh, the warp is so slow from the low orbit. In fact, I'm impatient. I'm gonna push the orbit up. There. My impatience got me nowhere. But no efficiency was lost. All momentum is retained, yes, retained. Okay, and now. believe. Yes, we're this one. So when we're diametrically opposed, 90 degrees to the orbit and right up there, then we will burn straight prograde. Let's get pointed that way. And it's basically there already. We might as well just start the burn. Like so. So that's going to push this out, and as we escape the moon, then we will be captured by Kerbin. The sphere of influence physics of this game are a little weird, but they are definitely functional for giving you sort of an understanding of things. Okay, so there's we got that. That's interesting. I would have expected our orbit to be inside. I guess too much of it's being captured by the moon, so we should, yeah, continue to accelerate. That's better. Yeah, keeps our prograde in that direction while we are escaping. And we still have plenty of fuel. Oh, that was even too much. So, let us alter that a bit. Just do a slight retro burn to bring the periapsis back up to roughly 40. 50, that'll work. And that will allow us, as we leave the moon and approach Kerbin, to get an arrow or arrow braking maneuver, or arrow capture would be more accurate. Okay, here we go. So we are in atmosphere, and we're going to have to go around a number of times while Kerbin brings our orbit down. And this is just an efficient way of slowing us down with the atmosphere without expending any of our sort of very large amounts of fuel. Yeah, I figured out that adding more fuel was causing problems on our previous moon vehicle, moon rocket, because the thrust-to-weight ratio was all fucked up. We only had the same engine, and having less fuel is actually way better, because it's a lot less weight to push around with one little engine. What? Why? Why? Why did this happen? No. Dear God. I don't know why that happened. What the fuck? Okay, well, T'Ikaka is our only remaining Kerbal. Fucking debris. Why did that happen? We're not even burning. We're not in time warp. Nothing is fucking bullshit. And we still have our radial parachutes, so that's good. I'm glad I had those on as a backup. Shit. I really don't know why that happened. I guess just the aerodynamics of the thing were all fucked up. That's weird. That is a strange, strange system. Indeedly doodly. Fark. Well, we're rising, so I might as well go into warp. That angers me a little bit. Why did that happen? That shouldn't have. Now we're in space, we can go to a proper time warp. So what are we looking at? Yeah, still very large orbit. But what's our periapsis? Still 48. Okay, good. Oh, and now we've got that time warp glitch. Still 48. Alright, back in atmosphere. Well, that's going to cost us some funds, yeah. Failed. It's fucking stupid. After all that effort, and all of that time, what a waste. If only I had quick-saved, that would have been the smart thing to do. My last quick-save was a long, long time ago. So, we're just gonna finish it with this, and take a hit to our reputation, and not get as much funding, but whatever. Well, I'm glad to see that aside from that weird thing happening with the second command pod just popping off and destroying itself, this is otherwise a successfully designed, or successfully engineered ship. So let's go ahead and re-enter atmosphere, pop the chutes, and get down to the planet's surface. Shall we? Just for the sake of safety, we'll quick save here. Having lost shelling. Just keep an eye on things here, because we're probably going to be hitting the burning portion of the re-entry very soon. Not sure exactly what point that happens. I'll keep an eye on the altitude this time, so I know in the future. Because it's going to happen a lot. In the future. We will be re-entering atmosphere over and over again as we go from Kerbin to Moon and Minmus and eventually Duna and the Eve and all those other crazy places. Eve will probably be last, because that's a challenge. That is a significant challenge. At least the Eve return trip. That is a significant atmosphere to deal with. Thick, thick atmosphere. I am thinking I'll probably end up going with a rocket, or rocket plane approach, because you can't use a jet engine, because unfortunately, even though there is atmosphere, there's no oxidizer in that atmosphere. So I'm bringing my orbit back up to over 70K so we can stay in time warp, and I've decided to add another little challenge for myself. So we're at 73 and 72, that's a nice circular orbit. So we're going to time warp until the Space Center is on the day side. And we're going to make an attempt to land at or near the Space Center. That's something I've never really tried to do before. I mean, I did it earlier with the space plane, but never with a rocket from space that's returning from the moon. That'll be a whole different kind of challenge. I think it might be interesting. One more revolution ought to do it, because it's right there on that portion of the Africa sort of shape. South America / Africa. The land masses are odd. Like, they have sort of recognizable Earth shapes, but like they're all rearranged. Like, that sort of looks like India, but it's, completely wrong. Things of different sizes, and that's pretty Antarctica shaped. Antarctica, yeah, Arctica. Arctic. Alright, well, should we land during sunrise, or... Yeah, we'll try during sunrise, why not? So, let us retro burn. Like that. So it's right there that we got to get to. And we will keep an eye on the atmospheric level, because we want to get that line to intersect right about there. Okay. And how's fuel? Getting low. Close. Okay. That should do it. The atmosphere ought to bring the rest of that in. So, let's find out if we have been successful and if we didn't screw ourselves by not allowing the atmosphere to do most of the slowing. I am a little afraid. And also a little excited. There it is. That's our landing site. Or attempted landing site. Coming into atmosphere, we may have to do another burn. Oh, here we go. Okay, out of time warp. Parachutes are already popped. Oh, okay. Well, looks like we're flipping around. Oh, there they go. Okay, good. Okay, well, we're actually going to be short. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, definitely. Well, damn. It was worth a try. I forgot just how high up these fucking radial parachutes deploy, so... Oh well. At least we came relatively close. It's within sight. And nothing exploded on our re-entry either. We can go ahead and get those landing gears down, since they are actually correct this time. Put on in a way that they drop down below the fucking engine. And I'm pretty sure 3 of these chutes will be enough to slow us down to an acceptable velocity as we approach the ground. In fact, I'm quite confident in that, considering how slow we're already going when they're not even fully deployed. So we failed one mission, succeeded on the second. Not to jinx things a little too early, since we aren't yet on the ground, but I'm pretty sure this is a successful mission. You know, half successful. Sorry, Shelling. That's what you get for having a stupid name. But not that T-I-K-K is much better. Damn Kerbins. Kerbols. I keep calling... Kerbin is the planet. It's because their last name is Kerman. Kermans and Kerbin. Kerbols. Kermans are all Kerbals. All Kerbals are Kermans, and all Kermans are Kerbals, it would seem. Well, that's not necessarily true. There are probably some Kermans that aren't actually Kerbals. But I doubt there are... Well, I don't doubt. I know that there are no Kerbals who are not Kermans. Fucking logic problem. Yep, definitely an acceptable landing speed. So let's just get to the ground. In this forest. Where is our shadow? There it is. Watch it approach. And exit time warp. Lovely. We'll even slow that. Good. Great. Fantastic. Recover. Alright, well, we recovered a tiny little bit of science, which wasn't really the goal of this mission. We recovered 6 grand's worth of funds in parts. Whew. Not a lot. Would have been a lot more if we had finished the other mission, but Tiikika is level 1 now. I don't know what... She must be a pilot, I guess. Let's find out what she is. She is a scientist. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. We have a level 1 scientist. And 3 level 1 pilots. Yes, indeed. But we're gonna have to... Lovely. Good. Yeah, contract failed. No shit. So we lost 66 grand from that instead of gaining, like, what, 200 grand? Yeah, 200. That's what we would have gained if we had finished it, and we'd have a bunch more money, and we'd have enough to do cool things, but that's just not the case. Anyway, that's enough complaining, like a little baby. Let's just delete all of these. And accidentally click the tracking station, but that's okay. We can actually use that in our favor. We're going to destroy all of these, you know, abandoned capsules and wreckage and things. Terminate. That's what we want to do. Yep. So while we're doing that, we'll go ahead and call the episode. I appreciate you taking the time to watch and stick with me on this strange, interesting, weird double attempt at a double rescue mission that ended in failure. But if you enjoyed what you saw here, go ahead and leave a like. If you'd like to see more, go ahead and subscribe, and we will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.